Hello everyone and welcome to another game I played on Ptcgo. I am reverting back to Team Plasma deck, mostly to show how it has changed with the introduction of Plasma Blast. As you guys will see as I play it, the new version of this, or the new iteration of this deck, really has dropped Veerbank and lasers in favor of Silver Bangle, just because the emergence of Virizion kind of puts a damper on lasers. As you see here, I'm going to start off with Kyurem in the active and Thundurus on the bench. I'm fortunate enough to go first, and what do you know? I'm playing a Virizion deck, so I've been running into these guys a lot. I'm not sure if this will forever be the case, but it seems like people are trying it out. I haven't yet, mostly because I don't have the cards. So I'm going to Team Plasma Ball for a Deoxys, put a Blend Energy on the active, and just end my turn. Unfortunately, I didn't open with a Core Rest Machine, so I can't really do anything. But my opponent is playing Genesect, so he won't be able to pull any turn 1 attack with any reasonable probability. He's going to attach a Grass Energy onto Genesect, and he has nothing on his bench so far, and he just ends his turn. This gives me an opening. I'm going to be able to attach a Plasma Energy and just Frost Spear for 40. I could have Ultra Balled, but I didn't really want those two things in my discard just yet because I don't have any energy or supporters to follow up with. So my opponent is going to attach a G Booster, which is kind of scary, and a Plasma Frigate, it looks like. So his Genesect has no weakness. He gets a Core Rust Machine, which means if he uses G Booster to attack me, he will be able to knock me out, and he does just that, but at the cost of 2 energy. So he can't really attack next turn. Hopefully, if he does get a Chorus Machine, he might be able to. I'm going to promote Thundurus and attach a Blend Energy to it. So Plasma Frigate is in effect, meaning Plasma Pokemon don't have any weakness, so that doesn't do much damage to either end since we're both playing Plasmas right now. But I'm going to put down Plasma Frigate since it will punish his Virizion if he chooses to attach to it. I'm going to play Ultra Ball, discarding a catcher it looks like, and I'm going to I think get a Kyurem, I believe, or maybe a Deoxys. I'm debating. I end up going for Kyurem, get it on the bench, get it ready, and I'm going to N, bring his hand size down, and unfortunately I do draw my Keldeo and a Chorus Machine, which will allow me to attach to Kyurem. So Kyurem is the main attacker, and use Silver Bangle to boost his attack up by 20 against any EX attackers. Sorry. So I'm going to scrapper away his G Booster. Hopefully he can't get that back immediately. And I'm going to Raid Knuckle for 40 and attach to my bench Kyurem. So at the start of his turn, he's going to put down a Virizion, attach a Plasma Badge to it, and put down another Genesect, and attach the active Genesect. Then he plays a Juniper, puts down another Virizion, and he's going to Team Plasma Ball. Probably for another Genesect, but he may play another Plasma Pokemon, I'm not sure. Some decks do of this type. So it's confirmed it's a Genesect, and we see another Chorus Machine come into play. This might be his second or third so far. And he is able to attach to the active Genesect, and he's going to catcher up my Kyurem. He'll be able to hit me for 100 and snipe the bench for 20. He chooses to go for Thundurus, so I'm looking at it. The damage he has, I can attach to the active Kyurem. I'm going to attach a Prism Energy, use a Chorus Machine, I believe, to attach to Thundurus. To get that powered up, I think I might need to start attacking with him just for the energy disruption, because if he gets G Booster back, he'll have to discard, and that won't really be an effective way for him to proceed. I played an N here, and I'm going to Plasma Ball for another Kyurem, just because my active one is about to get knocked out. I'm going to attach a Bangle to it, because attaching the active is pretty pointless. I'm going to Blizzard Burn for 130 and the knockout. So I'm going to get 2 prizes to his 1, and he will promote a Virizion with the Plasma badge to the active. So he can accelerate to this. Now Skyra Bridge goes down, knocking out my stadium, and he's going to scrapper away my bangle, which is unfortunate. And a bicycle comes into play. Not something you see all that often in these types of decks. He's going to follow that up with Skyla for a chorus machine, so that will allow him to attach Virizion EX, use Emerald Slash for 50 and the knockout, but he will also be able to search his deck for 2 grass energies to power up something on his bench. It'll probably be Genesect. I don't see why he would power up Virizion at this point. And yep, we do see a Plasma Energy go, and Kyurem goes down thanks to the 50 damage. Now I'm going to promote Thundurus here. With Raiden Knuckle, I'll be able to power up my Kyurem. I managed to get another bangle, and I will play that blend energy, I think, onto Kyurem. Looks like I'm debating whether or not... Oh, I might actually attach it to Thundurus. That seems like what I'm going to do. I think I'm trying to get to a point where I'm using Thundurus Noise. I'm going to capture up Genesect, and here I'm hoping I can pull off a Thundurus Noise this turn to force him to discard a energy off of Genesect. So I'm debating whether or not to play Skyla or N. Skyla would guarantee me a chorus machine, but N might get me something else that might also benefit me. So I go for N. Unfortunately, I don't get that chorus machine, but I do get Plasma Frigate, so I can get Genesect stuck in the active. I'm going to Raiden Knuckle for 30, or for 40. He won't be able to knock me out just yet. We'll attach that blend energy to Kyurem, and hopefully he will attack with Genesect, and I can knock it out maybe next turn. And he does attach to Genesect, but first he's going to Super Rod, 3 grass energy back into his deck. Since his deck accelerates from the deck and not the discard, it's kind of important that all his grass energy remain in the deck. We see a bicycle followed by a juniper. So he's down to 16 cards. He's really eating his way through his deck rather quickly, but the match is still far from over. So he's going to hit me for 100 and snipe Kyurem for 20. So here I do have a chorus machine now in hand. I'm going to attach a Plasma Energy onto Kyurem. That will allow me to discard one of the energy off of his Genesect. I want to slow him down, force him to waste energy attachments on the active Genesect while I build up my Kyurem on the bench. I'm not sure if this is the best strategy, but I think it's a serviceable one here. I have a catcher after that juniper. I'm not sure if I was debating using it, but I don't think I ultimately do. I'm just going to Thundurus Noise for 120. So that discards one of his grass energy and leaves him with 10. And essentially I can knock him out with Kyurem quite easily with a Frost Spear. If he retreats Genesect, I can just hit it from the bench, but if he doesn't, I will catch up something else and knock Genesect out from the bench. So here I'm waiting for my opponent, and he does attach a grass energy to Genesect and hits my Thundurus with a knockout. So with that, he takes the prize lead. He has 2 prizes to go, and I still have 4. I'm going to promote Kyurem. Debating whether or not to play anything. I'm going to play Plasma Ball to see what's left. I decide to go for Deoxys, since that's my only choice. It's the only Pokemon left in my deck at this point. But fortunately I still have Super Rod in case I need to recover anything. It's always a good card to have. I'll put down Deoxys. I'm going to capture up Virizion, one that he has been powering up and playing. He has a Plasma badge on. I will Chorus Machine, and I managed to get a Scramble Switch, so this could be helpful because I can power up Keldeo using that. That's another advantage of running Keldeo and Scramble Switch. You can switch the energy off of Kyurem and then just Secret Sword for 110. So I'm going to attach to Kyurem, and I will Frost Spear, not Blizzard Burn, since he can't knock me out. I will hit the active and knock out the bench Genesect. So I think I did 80 to the active Virizion, so it's quite a bit of damage since he does have that Plasma Badge. He will play a town map to reveal a Virizion and a Grass Energy as his only two remaining prizes. But can he take two prizes in this turn? None of my EXs are damaged, so it doesn't really look like it. And his Virizion is already heavily damaged. So we see him waiting, probably trying to contemplate a way out of this. If he can't knock me out, I have more than enough cards in hand to knock him out. The only really saving grace for him will be to play an N and hurt himself and hurt me. So he's going to attach a Plasma Energy onto Genesect and use Red Signal, which will allow him to drag up Keldeo, it's Genesect's Pokemon power, and hit it for weakness with Virizion and attack for 100. So that's not bad, but thankfully I can Scramble Switch. I could have also Skylight for a Floatstone, and with that I will be able to Blizzard Burn for the knockout, dealing 170. Thanks to all of those Deoxys and that bangle. So I hope you guys enjoyed the match. That's how Team Plaza decks may be headed, or how they've been working so far when I've encountered them. I'll be uploading more matches hopefully later this week, and newer later.